Welcome everyone, Get Up and Go Fitness, fall golf fitness program. Got Don Lohman with me here, friend and client of mine for the last 17 years. Don is the current senior club champion at Rolling Hills Country Club and is the 2017 runner-up club champion for the, what would you call that division? The overall.
For the overall championship.
The overall.
Yeah.
Don carries a one handicap, so he knows a little something about the game of golf. How many years have you been actually playing golf?
I started when I was about 14 years old, and I'm 62 now, so that would be
62.
48 years.
Okay, so he is not new to this. He's been there, done that, he's seen a lot. Talk about some of the things that you and I have worked together on for your overall fitness and for your golf game.
So going back to when we started 17 years ago, my main concern then was just getting a regular program to introduce some discipline to my workouts, to make sure I was doing the proper form, trying to not get too fat because I traveled a lot and ate a lot of food out. And so initially it was really just exercise, regular workouts, and just making sure I was staying reasonably fit. But
Okay.
then the goals sort of changed over time, they evolved over time.
Should we talk about driving distance right now?
Yeah, so as it relates to golf and fitness, starting about probably 6 years ago, I decided I wanted to make golf a bit more of a priority as my two older boys had gotten to the point that they were now into their own things. It freed me up to have a little bit more time to play some golf.
Okay.
And at that time, I was probably hitting the ball on average of between 235 and 240 off the tee. And I knew that I was at a disadvantage relative to some others that I wanted to be able to beat. So my goal was to add about 10 to 12 yards of driving distance to my
Because everybody with technology,
Yep.
with the club, with the ball,
Yep.
everyone's hitting it farther. So in order to stay with those guys and stay up with those guys, you had to do it.
Absolutely right, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me quickly, what do you think about diet and exercise? How important has that been?
Yeah, I think I probably initially underestimated the value of diet in the whole equation. I thought, boy, if you exercise a lot, then everything else will take care of itself. But that is not the case. And so, again, probably starting about 6 years ago, I really made nutrition much more of an important priority in the program. So I think the combination of diet and exercise is what really provides the fitness that you want.
Sure. Look at you.
Well,
It worked. Yeah.
Forgetting about how I look, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's as important for endurance, I think. In playing golf, I carry my golf bag. I prefer to walk rather than to ride.
Mm-hmm.
And you play a course like Rolling Hills from the back tees. You're up and down hills a lot. You need to have some endurance to be able to do that.
Sure. Great. So the team, I talk about the team, the TPI experience, the team of the golf pro, the trainer, the medical, and the club fitter.
Yeah.
You have that.
Yeah, I didn't assemble it all at once. It was more, sort of on an as-needed basis. Initially, it was working with you and working with our head professional at Rolling Hills, Ray Ford, who is an unbelievably good instructor. He's got a great eye. He was able to help me figure out fairly quickly the things that I needed to focus on. And part of what I needed to focus on was better form in golf, and part of what helped that was better form and more specific golf-related exercises that you and I worked on.
Great. And you'll meet Ray in some upcoming videos. What about club fitting?
Yeah, so initially I think years ago I just sort of bought clubs off the rack. Probably everybody did when
Sure.
going back 40 years or so ago. But with technology and with the ability now to match shafts with club heads and swing weights and that sort of thing, it's really important to have a good club fitter. We're fortunate at Rolling Hills that not only Ray, who's an excellent club fitter himself, but a guy named Mike DeMeglio, who specializes in that area, helped me figure out the right irons to get. I tested a bunch of drivers. I ended up getting a crank driver, which was not something that they had specifically recommended, but I found on my own when I was out in Arizona. And so I feel like I've got a good combination of clubs now. So yeah, I mean, the team is really important. So starting with the fitness, working with an instructor, getting matched up to the right clubs, and then when aches and pains develop, being able to find somebody that can help you with that,
Sure.
Especially in my case, lower back.
And it doesn't matter what level you're at. If you want to improve and you want to have fun with the game, That's where this team comes into play. It doesn't have to necessarily be a pro. It could be any teaching pro, okay? As far as club fitting, there's a lot of good guys out there. If you need recommendations on things, of course I can help. Your trainer does absolutely need some knowledge in golf training, not in just training for golf and pretending that they know, because sometimes we do that as well. Adding, for instance, heavy weights to a quick explosive motion doesn't exactly train for golf, but we can get to that in later videos. And also having a physical therapist or a chiropractor or whatever medical you might need, because you are going to have aches and pains. Excuse me. Golf, as you know, is very bad for the lower back. It just is. But so is baseball. So is any rotational sport, really. So you have to stay healthy to be able to play these sports.
Yep.
62. He doesn't look 62, but
Well.
62, and he's going to play until another 30 years probably. So even getting into the golf training at any level, this will shorten your learning curve. You will get better, and then you will make golf more enjoyable. I talk about that in the previous videos. We go out there to relieve stress and to have fun. So getting out there and putting 15 balls in the woods and in the water, I don't find that to be fun, do you?
No.
And coming up, we had to pay our dues. So coming up, it was hard, and you have to go through those times, but shorten the learning curve. That's what this program is all about, shortening the learning curve. So I want to thank Don for today. This is our intro video to introduce Don. Going to be using Don in some upcoming videos with some exercise stuff, and what more of a perfect person is there than somebody who carries a 1 handicap and holds all these Mr. Senior Club Champion things. But he's a great guy, great golfer. So we're looking forward to some upcoming videos with Don. All right. Have a great day, everybody. And thanks, Don.
Yeah, happy
And we'll
to
see
do
you
it.
soon.
See
All
you
right.
soon. Bye.